Hi, Dimity Christian Church family. I just wanted to take this time to let everyone know what children's ministry is doing. Children's ministry has been pretty busy. Our kids have been busy learning, doing a lot of fun activities and challenges. So far, each family has received 2 packages delivered to them. The packages have included things like games and coloring sheets, challenges. There's been a Flat Jesus challenge. Hopefully you guys will get to see some pictures of that when we return. There's been devotionals and stickers and all sorts of fun stuff. Our Sunday morning kids have also had lessons in their packages. Our preschool kids are continuing their series called A to Z through the Bible. And our kids worship kids, kindergarten through 5th grade, are doing a series called Resurrection Eggs. And I think that they've been having fun with that. They get to open up new eggs each day that helps tell the story of Easter. I've also started a private Facebook page for the families here at DCC where they can post pictures of their kids and things that are going on, some of the challenges that they've completed. I've been posting some encouragement things on there, fun things to do with your kids, music that they could listen and worship to on Sunday mornings. That's more, their age appropriate. If you haven't gotten an invite to that, if I've missed you, please send me a message so I can get you on there. If not, send a request. You're going to look for DCC Children's Ministry on Facebook. If you're a volunteer and you're missing out on being with the kids here at DCC and you still want to know how to serve them, there are still a lot of ways that you can serve from home. One thing you could do is send mail. Every kid loves mail, so that would be a great one to do. Send them a card or a note. You could send a video. If you video yourself saying hi to somebody and how much you miss them, you could send it to their parent, or you could send them to me and I could post that on that private Facebook page. You could also send a video of you saying hi to the whole class if you want. If you are interested, I'm hopefully going to be doing some sort of Zoom get-together with the kids online, whether it's a play date or reading a story, something like that. If you're interested in being a part of that, just reach out to me, let me know. I'd love to have you. And most importantly, what you can do for them is pray. These kids have had their whole schedule changed, just as you guys have. Their whole routines are off, and it's a difficult time for everyone. So the best thing that you can do for them right now is pray. To our families, you guys are getting these lessons, and I know that it could be a little overwhelming. You guys already have so much going on, teaching school, and a lot of you are working from home. So I just want to encourage you to still do church at home. It doesn't have to be what it's like here, and it shouldn't be, because it's completely different. None of us have ever been through anything like this, but still have church, just make it your own. I know it can be a lot though, because you are used to coming to church for 1 hour and walking away with your whole family being fueled in that time. And at home church is different, because when you come to DCC, you're going to your class, they're going to their class, everybody's getting what they need at one time. But at home, you are kind of responsible for everybody getting what they need. And I know sometimes time doesn't always allow for that. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. You can try to fit what you can in a day. Or, if you have multiple age groups like my family does, it gets kind of hard. We sit down together and we watch the video that's been posted for the day on Sunday. And then we still have a middle schooler, elementary kid, and a preschooler to try to get in their lessons. My middle schooler does her thing on Zoom. They're getting their lesson that way. And then my family sits down together and we do the elementary lesson. My youngest sits in on that and she kind of gets it, as best that she can. And she still has fun with it. And then I'll do her lesson alone some other time later in the day or the next day. Because I know it's a lot to try to all fit in one day, and then a lot of us have community group later that evening. So do what you can, make it your own, but ask that you still do it. Let your kids see you do church still. It's very important. If you want them to sit in on the sermon or the video that's happening from Cliff or Matt or whoever's doing it that day. I'll post on the Facebook page a sermon notes page for your kids. And it's sermon notes from home, so it really fits this time. But let them see you do church. Let them see you take communion. Let them see you pray and sing and read scripture. It's a great time to disciple to your kids and have some wonderful conversations about church and about God, and why we do church. But as much as I encourage you to do church at home, I also want to encourage you to help them remember why we still gather at Denby Christian Church. Remind them why we meet. Hebrews 10:24-25 says, "And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching." I know it's hard with kids because they easily can get into a habit. And they are very often out of sight, out of mind. You know, they don't see something. If it's not in their regular routine, they forget about it. But they're also really good at, if you allow something once, then like that's your new battle. You know, like letting kids eat dinner in the living room this one time. They're going to bring it up all the time, right? That one time you let us. So that's what I want to try to help you keep from happening. You don't want to return when we finally get together and it'd be a chore to get your kids together. You know, they might be asking, why do we go? It was so good having home church. What's been wrong with what we've been doing? You know, what's wrong with that? So remind them all the time, as much as you can, why we meet. Remind them about church. Talk about Denby Christian Church. Talk about why we gather to worship. Ask them what they love about church. Talk about what you love. Talk about what you do there, why you go to church. Talk about their teachers. Ask them questions about their teachers. Think about what their teachers might be doing. Reach out to them. You could have your kids send cards to the teachers. They would love that. Videos. I know they would be great with your kids calling them just to say hi. Talk about their friends. Send cards and notes to their friends. Maybe let them call friends. Hopefully soon I'll be starting some Zoom stuff and they can get on there and see each other and still have a connection. But talk about very often why you have chosen to come to Denby Christian Church, why it's important for your family to be there, and just help to keep encouraging that love that they have for being here and for being at church. You guys could even come up to church, and we've had kids chalking in the parking lot. You could come up here and ride bikes. Just bring them up to see the building. Keep them excited, especially some of our little ones in the nursery and the preschool. Some of them have just gotten familiar with being dropped off, familiar with the teachers. They're finally comfortable. So talk about church as much as you can and their teachers to try to keep that exciting for them. Also, I want to encourage you to keep Jesus front and center in your daily lives and your new routines at home. I know that is really hard. Everything's so different. We all have so much going on now with homeschooling and working from home and all the different things you have going on. But there's all kinds of fun ways that you can do that aside from their lessons. I mean, there is Right Now Media. There's lots of shows that they can watch on there that ranges all the way from nursery on up to big kid stuff. Lots of fun stuff on there. You could do it through telling bedtime stories from the Bible. You could sing songs together, pray together, read scripture. Just keep Jesus front and center during this time. And kids, if you're watching, I want to tell you guys that I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of the lessons that you guys have been doing and the crafts you've been creating and your interest in the challenges, all the great things you guys are doing. I love seeing your pictures. Those have been a really big bright spot in my day. I want to challenge you guys to send a note or a card or even a video to a church friend. Also, maybe to a teacher that you have here at church that you have missed, that you haven't gotten to see or hear from. I want you to listen to music. If you hear a good song that you think would be great for church, let me know. You can send a message or call me. If you see a good show on Right Now Media that is exciting, let me know. Let me know those great things. I want to hear from you. Watch your mailboxes for mail, because you guys will be getting mail. And be ready for some more fun, because we have a lot of fun things planned coming up in the next couple weeks. So even though we're not meeting, there's still great things happening. They're still fun. And I want to let you know that I miss you. I love you. I can't wait to see you and give you guys all the high fives and the hugs.